Hello, Dani here, and today I'm gonna be doing a April book haul. I wanted to say March, I don't know why. But yeah, I wanted to do my April book haul, and I have to film this with my vlog camera, so I don't actually have a display that I can see. So I have a mirror over there so I can actually see myself if I'm actually in the picture. So if anything is a little bit outside of pictures, because I don't really have, can't really see, so that's that. But yeah, let's get to the books, comics, graphic novels that I bought this month. This month I bought these. So I'm gonna start off with the comics. I actually made a decision yesterday, and I won't be buying comics anymore because I'm going to graphic novels with the Walt Disney ones, because I realized there actually are trade packs of these, even though there's only 3 issues in one, so and it's like 10 quid, so but at least I can choose to buy it if I don't want it. I don't want it. If I miss one, I miss one, because they actually feature like one story. If there's like part 1, 2, 3 in 3 issues, it's gonna be one issue, like one graphic novel. So I can just go by that and see if I want it or not. So this month I bought these as the Walt Disney ones. I know there's one missing. That is Donald Duck. That one's actually at work, so I'm actually considering not buying it at all. So these are gonna be the last one I'm gonna buy. There's Uncle Scrooge issue 13, which is a start of a new story, part 1 of 4, so this is gonna be a graphic novel, I guess, so I'm just gonna get that instead. Then we have Mickey Mouse 11. That one says part 2, so I hope part 2 is the last one. So, but even now, I'm just gonna get the graphic novel then. And Walt Disney Comics and Stories. I don't think there's a trade pack for this one, but well, too bad. So yeah, that's for the Walt Disney ones. Then I bought issue 30 of the Max. This one was actually recommended to me by a friend at work who has read this all. It's like a reprint. So, and there's gonna be 35 or 36 issues. So since I'm already up to 30, I'm gonna finish this one as comics, and then I'm gonna read it all from scratch because I haven't read any of the issues yet. But I'm excited for this one because it's different than all the comics I usually read. But I just really love how the art is done and the panels and everything, because it's not as usually in the comics like bidudum, bidudum, didudum, didudum. Next one's 4 squares, next one 4 squares. It's like all over the place, like this. For example, so you can see, you know, like, I just really like how the panels are done and the artwork and everything. So I'm definitely excited to read this once I have all the 35, 36 issues. I know for a fact there are hardcovers of this, but I think there's only hardcovers and they're all like 19 quid. So I was like, this one I'm gonna have a whole collection of just comics. Then I got this Back to the Future one. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's not an actual issue, it's a cover issue, so it's just got all the covers in of the comics so far. So that was cool just for the art and everything, and I love Back to the Future, so I wanted that. I usually not going for cover ones because yeah, but definitely wanted this one because it's Back to the Future, and I just want to have a huge Back to the Future collection so I can put it together when I have enough shelves and a glass cabinet and whatever I need. So for now it's just on a pile or anywhere really. And the last comic I got is Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad April Fool special. I did get all the Harley Quinn comics up to issue 14, 15, something like that, and I stopped because I'm going to continue on with the graphic novels. And I don't actually really need to buy those one-shots because they're always going to be featured in one of the graphic novels, but I thought why not. So I'm going to be reading that soon. Then I bought Grayson graphic novel, volume 1. I already read this one and I'm going to do a review on the few graphic novels I read sometime next month. But it's a lot of fun and I really love Grayson. He's one of my favorite DC characters. So naturally I went with this. And it was a lot of fun and I'm going to pick up volume 2 as soon as I can find it. Because I think we sold it out at work, so it's not there at the moment. But I will get more into it when I'm doing the actual review of the graphic novels. So that's the graphic novel I bought. Then I bought my first ever manga. Never actually owned a manga. And I never actually planned to read a manga. But that one was such a hype. Tokyo Ghoul, everyone wanted it. We had to order in more and more issues, and some of the booktubers have read it as well. So I wanted to give it a go, so I actually bought it. And I absolutely loved it. And I will be buying the second one soon. I'm gonna be reviewing this with the other graphic novels since it's actually technically a graphic novel as well. So look out for that video, but it's good. If you like mangas, you should check that one out. It's pretty cool. It's basically about a boy who got bitten by a ghoul. I don't know how you would say this. And he becomes half human, half ghoul, and he has to deal with it. And that's basically the story. And he doesn't know where he belongs, because he doesn't technically belong in the human world anymore, because he's got that whole ghoul thing going on and he's hungry for, he doesn't want to eat humans, but he knows that, all that stuff. But he also technically doesn't belong to the ghoul world, because he's still part human and they don't really like him because of that fact. So he's just struggling with not knowing where he belongs, and that's basically what it is. And definitely can't wait for volume 2. There's 5 out so far, so I'm definitely going to read all of them soon. So that's for that one. And last but not least, I have 3 books that I bought this month. I bought Velocity by Dean Koontz. That one's actually from a charity shop, so it cost me like £1.50 or something. But I haven't read a book like that in a long time. I used to read Dean Koontz. I used to be very into like all these mystery, detective, thriller kind of things. And I had loads of them from the library. And I remember reading quite a few Dean Koontz as well. So I was like, why not see if I can get into one of these again, to get out a little bit out of the YA comic books. I love all the YA, but I do like mystery and thrillers and crime and all that stuff. So I thought about picking this up, and it's not too bad of a condition, so you can see it's been read and all that. So, but I don't really care about like the perfect book. So, and it is a second-hand one. It is from a charity shop, so I can't really be too picky. So yeah, hopefully get to this soon. It's quite a thicker one, so I hope with my reading habits I will actually get to this. But I didn't plan on buying this. I just went out with a friend and we went to this place close here, about 20 minutes away, and it's like very old school. And my friend is like working in a charity shop, and he likes to go in all the charity shops. So I always went to the books and I just looked at the books. 50 Shades of Grey was in every single charity shop. So I found that, so I bought it. Simple as that. It says on the back, on the windscreen of his SUV, Billy finds the first note. He thinks it's a hoax. The school teacher dies. The next note reverses the scenario. If Billy takes the note to the police, a mother of 2 young children will die. If he doesn't, an unmarried man who won't be much missed will die. Billy must think the unthinkable, fast, in an accelerating nightmare. More communications from the killer follow, with ever tighter deadlines. Each is more personal, more confrontational than the last until he is isolated, with no one to rely on but himself. Finally, he must risk everything to save the intended victims. So it kind of sounds promising, so I can't wait to read it. It says on the note here, if you don't take this note to the police, I will kill a lovely blonde school teacher somewhere in Napa County. If you do take this note to the police, I will instead kill an elderly woman. You have 6 hours to decide. So it sounds very promising, and I'm looking forward to reading this. Then I have the first book of a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket. I have to admit I've never read these books. But I really, really wanted to read them because I've seen the movie. So I wanted to pick up all the books, so this was number 1. Don't really have to get into that one too much. I have read it, so I will be talking about it in the more April wrap-up. So I will not get into it too much right now because I'm going to be talking about this more in the next video. And last but not least, I have the first book of the Percy Jackson series, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. As you can see, I'm actually currently reading that one, and I hope it won't be happening this month because I know myself. I hope I will be done before I go to Switzerland because I want to desperately read The Forbidden Wish, the Aladdin retelling book, because I heard a lot of people have read it and I really want to read it, and I plan to buy it and read it on the plane, so I have to be finished with this one by then. So it gives me a week, 1.5 weeks. I'll be leaving on the 6th of May, so gotta be reading this by then. Should be alright, but I really like it so far, so I should be able to finish it. So, but I'm really glad I picked that one up because again, a lot of booktubers reading this, and I will continue it and get the other 4 books so as soon as possible. But yeah, that is the last book for this month. That's this for today. I'll be posting this video up tonight after work, and possibly on Wednesday I'm gonna do an unboxing video. So that's gonna be next, and then the wrap up of the books I've read this month. So yeah, that's it for this book haul. If you've read any of these books, if you think I would like any other books that you recommend me, just let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a nice start to the new week, and I'll see you soon. Peace. I will not get into it too much.